Hi everyone, I'm sorry, what's poppin' everyone? I had to. Judge me all you want. We're playing with the Glamlite Mikayla, well I said palette, but I actually have the whole collection here, lashes, lip, everything. So if you want to know all of the info on this collection and how it performs, a lot of it is already sold out, which I think is super exciting. Congratulations to Glamlite, congratulations to Mikayla. This collaboration is so cool and I love how much Mikayla comes through in every single product. And we put all of it to the test today. I think every item in the collection is on my face except for one pair of lashes. And I only use 2 of the 3 lip glosses, so I think that's a good thing. Anyway, if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching. And don't forget to subscribe because I upload every other day. And that'll be the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you want to see a tutorial on this entire look right here, as well as an in-depth review on every single product in the Mikayla X Glamlite collection, stay tuned. Alright, most of my face is done, so we are ready to jump into the collection. I do have everything here with me, and I always start with eyes, so I'm going to end with eyes, because, I mean, the palette's probably the most exciting part of the collection. So I'm going to do lips first. I've already lined, because we do have glosses here. So the glosses, there are 3 shades, and they do not have names on them, but there is a nude color, a pinky peachy, and a frosty. So I'm going to start with the light pinky nude and just layer a little bit of that over my liner and see how we like that and go from there. It is definitely more of a high shine pigmented gloss. When I swatched it earlier, the reason I put the liner on is I knew that it would be a little too light for me to wear without a liner, but it's very pretty. It's definitely a light pinky color, so for me, a little more on the nude side, but it's very pretty. And I'm using the Kristen Dominique liner in the shade Crush, which for me is like a very neutral nude, but this looks very pretty. I am going to try one of the other ones as well, just to see how the sparkle works on camera. I think I'm going to go in with the Gold Reflect, because I think we're frosty enough. I almost picked up my phone. My phone is not a mirror. That is beautiful. So that on top just kind of brought everything to life. I think I like this color more. Public service announcement, if you put gloss on top of a lipstick, make sure you wipe the applicator off because you will get transfer and then you'll ruin your lip gloss. So I'm just going to wipe that off and then put the clean applicator back in. Almost clean. There we go. Clean applicator back in. So very comfortable gloss. Not sticky at all, and I do like the color. Awesome. I'm going to go into the highlight next. This is Show Off Your Looks using Mikayla X Glamlite hashtag. Cool. This is the Glamlite pressed highlighter. It is literally blinding. I'm going to grab a fluffy highlighter brush. I have no glow on the cheeks, just a little bit of blush. But this looks like it's going to be intense, so I'm going to go in light. Oh, this is absolutely intense. It's beautiful, though. I went in with a very light hand, and it is already beaming. So a little goes a very long way. Just grabbing my blush brush with no blush on it, just to kind of pull that over the cheek. That way I don't get that, like, stripe of highlighter. But this formula is stunning. I cannot wait to try that on the inner corner, because I love that blinding glow inner corner highlight. Okay, so far so good. We are 2 out of 2. I'm going to jump into the palette, and normally, you all know I'm very drawn to purples, and I have like resisted the urge to do a purpley smoky eye for so long, and every time I get a palette that has purples in it, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to not do purples and I do something else. Today we're doing purples, because I don't care if you make fun of me. I'm going to do purple. So I'm going to grab a flat detailer brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of the shade How You Doin' up here, and I'm just going to use this to map out the crease. I've used the Glamlite formula before, and they are very pigmented, so I have found that with this formula, I like to take a crease shade like this, and then on a fluffy brush with like any lighter color, just diffuse it out. I don't actually need to go in with like a true transition shade because the formula blends so well that you can go right in and just blend it out, which is great because that means if you want to do like a monochromatic smoky eye with any of these mattes, you absolutely can. Like, look how beautiful that blended out. It is seamless and it is ready for purple. Okay, so that was the shades How You Doing and Harley. On that same first brush, I'm going to now go into pot 2, the purple right here, and holy pigment. I'm going to take that on the outer portion of the eye, and I am going to trace that through the socket, but I don't want to take that like up into the crease. We will deepen with a darker purple after, but to start, I really just want to build up this smoky purple right here. Going into a clean, dense brush with a little more of Harley, I'm just going to blend out the socket a little, buff that purple up a little bit, and see how much smoother it looks after you just take a tiny bit of that lighter color and blend. Back into that smaller brush, I'm going to go into Willow, the dark, dark, dark. I mean, it looks like it's a brown, but it definitely has quite a bit of purple in there. So I'm going to just take little bits of that and just hit up the outermost area of the eye to add a little bit more depth. Once more, just blending out the edges. I do love a good smoky eye, but it is definitely a trust the process moment because it kind of looks like you've got a black eye until it comes together, and then it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. For the lid, I'm going to go into Manifest, which is a very taupey purple. That's beautiful. And I'm going to actually press that on the lid. I don't normally use my fingers for shadows, but these from the swatches I've seen online were so creamy that I almost had to try it. Okay, yeah, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That color is stunning. Once we have that wash on the lid, I'm going to go into a combination of the purple and the brown just to feather out the edges a little bit more. All right, I'm going to go do all of this on this eye and throw a tiny bit of liner in my waterline, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. I took the 24/7 Glide On Liner from Urban Decay in the shade Empire because it's, again, one of those, like, taupey gray purples, which I love. And I'm going to grab a little pencil brush, and I'm going to go in the opposite direction I did the eyes. So I'm going to start with the darkest color, Willow, and just lightly blend out that liner. Then on the larger side, I'm going to go into pot 2, which is the lighter purple, and I'm going to blend that a little bit lower. And then back into the first brush I use, and I'm just going to blend with no additional product, though there's still a little bit of that light brown on there. Blend out the lower lash, and then where it meets the upper lid, just so that this area is well blended. All right, I am going to go back into the highlighter for the inner corner because I said I was going to, and it is a beautiful frosty color. Yeah, it just brings everything together. A good inner corner highlight. All right, so we're on to lashes, which I am going to apply off camera, but we'll talk about them here just because I end up like this in front of my mirror and you won't be able to see me apply it anyway. There are 2 styles, and I don't see names on either. Oh, no, I do. There is Code Orange and Brand New. And I definitely am more inclined to wear these ones. This is Code Orange. They're a little bit wispier and a little less full, but they are definitely still dramatic. So I'm going to show you what these look like. This is what they look like. They are pretty full. I'm going to be completely transparent with you. I have pretty small eyes, so these, I can tell you right now, are going to be way too big for my eyes. So I am going to trim them, and I'm just going to show you how much I'm going to trim them, because, again, they will absolutely overwhelm my eyes if I don't. So this is the right eye, and if I was to apply this as is, it would be like that, which is beautiful, but like you can see how much lash I don't need based on the size. So I'm going to probably take one cluster off of this eye and apply them both, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back, and these are the lashes on. They are definitely still massive, but I haven't worn a lash this dramatic in such a long time that I do really like it. Like, I feel really glam right now, and I've been super minimal lately, so the fact that, like, I'm here for all of this. So I'm going to just round up the whole collection. So starting with the highlighter, I think it's beautiful. There's this nice glow to the skin. Since we are a little more glam on the eyes than I thought I was going to be, I am going to just amp up the highlight a little bit more, just to give a little bit extra glam. And I am really loving the way that this is wearing. The lashes, I love. So these ones are absolutely massive and even bigger than the ones I picked to put on. I definitely chose the smaller of the two. So if you're not into dramatic lashes, I don't know if these will work for you. But for me, like, I think this just elevated everything and really brought the eyes together. The lip glosses, super comfortable. I'm not getting that, like, gooky grossness in the corner of my lips, which is great. It's still not sticky. Nothing is sticking together, and it has some really nice shine. I applied this first, and that was about an hour ago, because it's been taking me that long to get everything together and filming and putting on lashes. So the fact that after an hour I still have some nice shine, I have been talking this whole time, and it's not sticky or gooky or needing to be reapplied, is really a good sign. Now on to the star of the show, which is the palette. I am loving the whole purple smoky eye moment, and I only used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades, so I can't wait to dive into this and play more. Let me know down below if you want to see more tutorials and more color, because, like, purple is my vibe. I have been doing purple smoky eyes for years, to the point where in the beginning on my channel, I used to get comments of people, like, poking fun that I was doing another purple smoky eye. So I'm happy to go back to my roots and do a purple smoky eye, but also I really want to play around with some of these blues and greens too. So let me know if you're interested in another tutorial with the palette, because obviously the formula is beautiful and I am happy to play with it more. So congratulations, Mikayla. Definitely an amazing collection with Glamlite. There's not a single product in here that did not perform as expected or better. Glamlite is a great brand. I've used their eyeshadow palettes for years. The pizza palette, those palettes were so good that the formula is pretty consistent with all of that. There's pigment, there's shine, like, everything just worked really well, which is honestly expected. Like, I don't want to sound like downplaying how good the brand is, but I expected great performance and I got great performance. So I'm not surprised it did well, but I'm very happy that the collection is as good as it is. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!